Hello guys, welcome back to another movie review, and today we are reviewing The Watchers. The Watchers, yes, is a new movie here in the UK. It's been out about 3 weeks now, maybe, and it is directed by M. Night Shyamalan. This is a movie that has two different titles, so it's called The Watchers here in the UK, and it's also called The Watched in America and other territories and stuff. So yeah, in the UK it is The Watchers. Both the same title, thumbnail, all of that, kind of how it looks and all that, you know, in terms of font and stuff, posters. But just the name. I don't know why. I don't know anything in the UK that's called The Watched that would detract from The Watchers. I don't know. But anyways, for the purpose of this, we'll call it The Watchers. The Watchers is basically a movie set within a very remote area in Ireland, and we get some really good, interesting, you know, story dimensions. Dakota Fanning is the lead actress, and she's playing Mina, and she is basically like, she works in a pet's home kind of thing. And yeah, she is being given the task to deliver a budgie or a bird of some kind to some house. So she does, of course, and with that, she sets off in the car, and basically what happens is when you get into this certain area within the woods, technology doesn't work anymore. You can't get out. When you try getting out, you kind of get back in, if that makes sense. Like, you keep running, your car, you walk, your car was there, she got out of the car, walked a couple of steps, turned around, her car was gone. It was kind of like you're in this universe then, and just, you're trapped, basically. So she runs into many other Watchers. We had Sierra, Madeline, Daniel. All of these were other Watchers, or The Watched, I guess, in terms of those other characters, and they were also trapped. Some had been there months, and stuff like that. So the purpose of it was really, you know, they would go into this glass box every night, and they'd have to be watched by these like demon things. Very much reminded me, in terms of their physique, I guess, of like really tall, skinny humans. Bit of a cross between like some sort of Game of Thrones Night King kind of people versus the monsters and creatures that we saw in A Quiet Place recently. So very similar there. They had like long limbs and stuff like that, and yeah, I thought the film was quite tense at times, but it ultimately was a dumb horror film, and written and you know, it's a book, and M. Night is producing this movie alongside his daughter, who actually directed it, is Shana Night Shyamalan. So this is her like first directional debut. She was directing and assistant directing, I guess, on Old. So, you know, this is her first one. There is a book actually by A.M. Shine. He was the person that wrote the book for this movie. I'm not sure if it was called The Watchers or The Watched or whatever, but that is basically it. I thought some of the things in the film were quite good. I thought Dakota Fanning did a really good job in the film as Mina. I think she was quite good. I liked her like ultimate aim of obviously trying to get out for the bird and all of that. We also had Madeline in the film, who was played by Olwen Fouet. Now, recently I've watched a film, and I'm just going to look on Letterboxd, Taro. So Taro, she was in that as well, and I really liked her as an actress in that, and I think she did a good job in this as well. I think she's just got like white hair, long hair, and it just gives the vibe of horror films and scare and all that. I think she was really good and sold me it. But I think how the film ended was definitely a lot weaker than how it started. I think the first half, maybe the first 45 minutes out of half an hour, was really good. But I think it maybe just went on a little bit too long. 102 minutes was very, you know, dull in terms of, but I wouldn't say that was down to the directional and, you know, all of that. I think the story was just a dumb story, in my opinion, and one for a movie, I'm not sure why. It probably could have worked better as a TV show, but yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. I think Ashana, though, as a directional debut, did really well. There was some really nice shots and cinematography moments in there from her, and of course, having M. Night around and making sure that things were happening right, I thought was a good haul. But that is it. That is as far as it'll go. I really enjoyed some of the performances of the people, but I think it went on a little bit too long. Rating it as a film, though, I think enjoyment level, I probably would give it a 3, but as a film, I actually rated it a 2-star. I think it just had some moments in there that it could have been expanded on a little bit more, but also some other areas probably could have been focused in and narrowed a little bit, and yeah, so there it is. There is my review of The Watchers, stroke The Watched, whatever you want to call it. Shana Night Shyamalan, welcome to movie directing and critics. Looking forward to seeing what you do next. But there it is. There is my review of The Watchers. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.